Hi everyone, I am Kate Kazlauskas, one of the librarians at the Ames Free Library. In honor of National Poetry Month, I would like to share one of my favorite poems with you. It is by Robert Louis Stevenson. Just as a quick introduction to Robert Louis Stevenson, many of you probably know him from his book Treasure Island. He has written many books, but he is also an amazing poet. I have this great volume of poetry that was given to me by my grandfather more than 20 years ago. He's long since passed, but I do revisit it frequently based on his note. I don't know if you can see his crabbed handwriting, but he had written, "Dear Kate, this book has been a constant companion and dear delight to me all during my college years and the years since. It has been reprinted a couple of times since first issued, and I hope it may be a delightful companion for you too. Love, Granddad." And that was given to me in Christmas 1998. So I use it as a marker for this favorite poem of mine. Just as a background also on Robert Louis Stevenson, he was born in Edinburgh in 1850. It was hoped that he would follow the family profession, which is lighthouse keeping, which he did not do. He decided to go into law, but discontinued that when his health condition, consumption, became too difficult for him to manage. And he spent actually most of the rest of his life traveling the world in pursuit of some type of respite from his condition. It's very uncomfortable and difficult for him. But he did find a piece of happiness when he was traveling in France, Paris. He met the woman that he eventually fell in love with. She was an American widow named Fanny Osborne. And when he was 30, they married, and they traveled back to the United States where he lived with her. Obviously very poor, but they lived in a mining camp. And this is the poem that he wrote for her while they were living there. It's called Romance. I will make you brooches and toys for your delight, of birdsong at morning and starshine at night. I will make a palace fit for you and me, of green days in forests and blue days at sea. I will make my kitchen, and you shall keep your room, where white flows the river and bright blows the broom. And you shall wash your linen and keep your body white, in rainfall at morning and dewfall at night. And this shall be for music when no one else is near, the fine song for singing, the rare song to hear, that only I remember, that only you admire, of the broad road that stretches and the roadside fire. It's one of my favorites. I read it often. If you enjoyed Robert Louis Stevenson's poem as much as I do, I highly recommend that you visit the link that I will provide in the description for this video, which will take you directly to our sales catalog, where you can then download a number of his poems for adults and also for children. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me.